Batch. Today I will discuss merits of cooperative society. Merits of cooperative society. Merits of cooperative society. Merits or advantage of cooperative society. See the first point, easy formation. Easy formation. Number two, limited liability. Number three, stability. Number four, democratic management. Number five, open membership. Number six, economical functioning. Economical functioning. Seven, government assistance. Internal financing. Number nine, distributive justice. Number 10, better quality at cheaper rate. Better quality at cheaper rate. Next, social utility. Social utility. These are the merits of cooperative society. See one by one. Number one, easy formation. The formation of cooperative society is quite easy. It does not require huge amount for the formation of cooperative society. There is no long and complicated legal formalities for the formation of cooperative society. Only 10 adult persons are required to form a cooperative society. Thus, we can say that the formation of cooperative society is very simple and easy. Number two, limited liability. The liability of members is limited to the extent of his capital. Creditor cannot take the personal asset of any member for recovery of his debts or money. Because here the liability of each member is limited, so it is also one of the advantage of cooperative society. A member is not responsible for any huge loss. He is responsible only up to the capital. Therefore, it is said that the liability of members of cooperative society is limited to the extent of their capital contribution. Number three, stability. Cooperative society is more stable. It is so because the death, insolvency, lunacy, bankruptcy of any member cannot affect the life of cooperative society. Cooperative society has separate legal entity from its members. As soon as cooperative society is registered, it gets a separate legal entity. Therefore, the life of cooperative society will not be affected by the death, insolvency, or lunacy of any member. Cooperative society will continue for a long time. The member may quit the cooperative society at any time. Similarly, any person can join the cooperative society at any time. There will be no effect on the life of cooperative society. So we can say that the cooperative society is more stable. Number four, democratic management. There is democratic management in cooperative society. In cooperative society, the man, principle of one man, one vote is followed. One vote is followed. Principle of one man, one vote is followed. It means each member has right to exercise only one vote irrespective of number of shares held by them. Each member has equal right. All the members have equal rights, irrespective of capital contributed by them or irrespective of the shares purchased by them. Democratic management. Each member has right to give his suggestions, opinions, advice in the meeting of the cooperative society. The decisions are taken on majority basis. So we can say that proper weightage is given to the voice of each and every member of the cooperative society. Next, open membership. The membership of cooperative society is open to all. There is no discrimination on the basis of caste, creed, religion, political affiliations, and gender. Cooperative society welcomes to all informally. There is no discrimination. A person can join the cooperative society at any time. Similarly, a member can quit the cooperative society according to his desire. There will be no restriction. So we can say that it is also one of the advantage of cooperative society. Number six, economical functioning. Economical here means less expensive you can buy. The operational cost of the cooperative society is very low. It is so because most of the activities of cooperative society are performed by the members themselves. The cooperative society purchases goods or raw materials in large quantity from the manufacturers directly at concessional rate. So, and the cooperative society also spends less amount less amount on advertisement or selling cost, because there is no need of advertising, because cooperative society generally sells its goods to the members only. So far as economical cost or operational cost or management cost of cooperative society is very low. Cooperative society does not appoint any qualified managers at high salary. So there is a saving of salary. On this ground, we can say that there is less expensive functioning of our economical operational cost. Next point, government assistance. Government provides various financial assistance to cooperative society. Government provides grants to the cooperative society. Government does not charge stamp duty and registration fee from cooperative society. Government provides loan facility at low rate of interest. So these are the government assistance which are provided by government to the cooperative society. In other words, you can say that there is too much government assistance to the cooperative society. Next, internal financing. The cooperative society does not distribute all the earned profit among the members. At least 25% of profit is transferred to reserve. Thus, after some time, this reserve becomes a big fund and it is used for the growth and development of the cooperative society. From internal sources, it is also called retained earning. That is called internal financing. Next, distributive justice. Cooperative society provides dividend to its members on the basis of transactions made by the members. It means a customer, or you can say member, who purchases huge quantity from the cooperative society, he gets more dividend irrespective of his small capital. So that is called distributive justice. Means the dividend is given to the members on the basis of transactions, on the basis of value and volume of transactions. That is called distributive justice. Next, better quality at cheaper rate. Cooperative society directly purchases goods from manufacturers or producers at concessional rate in large quantity. It purchases better quality of goods. It supplies better quality of goods to its members at minimum price. That is called better quality at cheaper rate. Next point, social utility. Cooperative society helps in preventing concentration of economic powers in few hands. It promotes self-help, social justice, personal liberty, mutual cooperation in the society. This is called social utility. So these are the advantages of cooperative society. Now see the next. Demerits or disadvantage of cooperative society. Demerits or disadvantage of cooperative society. Point number 1, limited capital. Limited capital. Number 2, inefficient management. Inefficient management. Number 3, lack of motivation. Number 4, excessive government control. Excessive government control. Number 5, conflict among members. Conflict among members. Number 6, lack of secrecy. Number 7, non-transferability of shares. Misuse of fund. Misuse of fund. Misuse of fund. To misuse of fund, and you may write 1 point more, limited consideration. Limited consideration. See one by one. Point number 1, limited capital. Cooperative society is formed by weaker section of society. It is formed by poor people. So, their resources are very limited. They cannot supply too much capital. So, there is insufficient capital in cooperative society. So, it cannot grow too much. Limited capital is one of the disadvantages of cooperative society. Number 2, inefficient management. Cooperative society is not financially strong. It cannot hire the services of professionally qualified managers. It is so because managers will demand more salary. So, cooperative society will be unable to provide handsome salary to qualified managers, and the work of management is done by the members who have no knowledge and experience of management. There will be inefficiency of the management. All the work of the cooperative society cannot be managed efficiently. So we can say that there is inefficient management. There is inefficient management in cooperative society. Next, excessive government control. There is too much government control over the cooperative society. Cooperative society is bound to follow all the rules and regulations of the government. The government may check the accounts of cooperative society. The account of cooperative society is audited by the auditor of cooperative society of state government. In this way, we can say that there is excessive government control. Consequently, cooperative society does not work in a proper way. So, it is also one of the disadvantages of cooperative society. Next, conflict among members. In the beginning of the cooperative society, every members cooperate to each other. But after some time, it is seen that they start to fight each other. A conflict arises among them when the individual interest dominate the common interest. The whole purpose of establishing cooperative society is defeated. So conflict among the members lead to the disaster of the cooperative society. Conflict is not a good symbol. It is a bad symbol for the life of the cooperative society. Next, lack of secrecy. There is a lack of secrecy in cooperative society, as all the affairs of cooperative society are openly discussed in the meeting of cooperative society. Each and every members of the cooperative society has power to inspect the books of account of the cooperative society. So, secrecy cannot be maintained in cooperative society. Next, non-transferability of shares. A member cannot transfer his shares to others. A member can only surrender his shares to the society. He can get back his capital after surrendering the shares with the permission of the office bearer of the cooperative society. So, non-transferability of shares is also a disadvantage. Next, misuse of fund. A member who is more powerful, he misuses the fund of the cooperative society. He misuses the fund of cooperative society. He uses the money of cooperative society for personal interest. So there is a greater chance of misuse of fund. Next, limited consideration. The return on capital is very low in cooperative society, as the objective of cooperative society is to provide service. It is not formed for earning the profit. So the capital which is supplied by the members does not yield too much return or profit. Therefore, you can say that there is a limited consideration on the capital of the members. Thank you, H.